And in the UK, I believe it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And France, where my dear wife is, well, it's about 4 o'clock. Now, if you're wondering where Graham Hughes is, well, some of you queried whether or not we would last that long together. Well, I have to inform you, I've got him tied up in the mangroves, so the cheaters can have a little bit of a nibble. So at the moment, he's kind of, well, out from under my hair. Or in my hair? Yeah, in there somewhere. So what I've got to do today is I want to try and sort this toilet out because we're all dying. Well, I say we all are. He can just do it where he is at the moment, do his thing. I'll just leave him there. And I need to install a toilet. So we bring you down here. Ooh. There we go. Aha! The chat keeps going off. Oh dear. Who's there? Who have we got here today? We've got Pineapple Boy. Hello, Pineapple Boy. Hello, Lee. When are you coming to France? Huh? So down here, we've got that hole. There's a hole, and that's what we've been using. Is this makeshift macerator. And while one of us is sitting on it, the other one has to crank the handle. It doesn't work that great, and it's a little bit smelly. So what we've got to do is we've got to remove the collar and fit a new collar, so we can then fit a new toilet, which we bought yesterday. And yesterday was another epic adventure trying to get stuff, and it isn't that easy. No. It's not like going to your local B&Q. No. You have to get in a boat, then another boat. Then you have to get in a taxi. Then you have to walk about a mile. I've got one great blisters on my feet. Everything is twice as hard, 3 times as hard, 4 times as hard, 10 times as hard as it needs to be. Oh dear. Welcome to the Caribbean. So we've got down here our macerator, for which it's been very useful. It's a bit pongy and what have you, but I know what you're going to say. It's a mincer, if you meet and what have you. We will clean thoroughly before we give that back. We don't want to give anyone E. coli, no. So I move it out of the way from. Oh, that's stinky, that is, yeah. So we've got our pipe. Get a hammer out there. Anyway, is the sound okay? Because I've actually put a microphone on. So, yeah, a directional microphone. Hopefully the sound is okay. All right, come on. You're back again. I don't know why, but the chat keeps popping off. Like that, it keeps disappearing. So, we've got a toilet. Getting some light, because I think I'm in a bit of a dark space here. Now, does the sound good? It sounds good, does it? Yes! Is it loud enough? I'm trying to be loud. I'm usually quite loud. Good sound, yes. That's because I've put a microphone. I'm not relying on the silly phone microphone, no. I'll put a little directional road microphone on there. And it works so much better. Well, anyway, down there, we've got our toilet. In that box is our toilet. The Khazi. Oh, my giddy old. Oh, so it's going to be better than digging a hole. So, it's just like an ordinary, well, it's similar to a UK toilet, not exactly the same. Because the way it fits, you have this weird kind of like a wax seal. So if we get this out, I want to put this up here. I'm going to put you back on my tripod. Let's have a look at these. Who we got? Anyway, who we got now? Who we got? Yeah, I might untie. If anyone's asking, I might untie Graham later. But it's see how I feel. You need a break occasionally, don't you? It's very loud. Oh my giddy aunt. Cheers, Lee. That makes a change. My dear wife was saying it's too quiet, but there again, she is deaf. So, what we got on here? This chat keeps disappearing. Come back. Oh, it's back again. So it's very loud, very much loud enough. Oh, that's what I like to hear. Good day. Oh, good day, Martin. Who else we got here? I'm going to have to change these glasses. They're not strong enough. And with safety specs, you say, I don't get poop in the eye. You get serious conjunctivitis. You got Parload Vaseline in the eyes. You don't want that. Herringwell. Good. Good sound. Made a change, doesn't it? I bet you lot are wondering what's going on with our sound. It sounded blooming awful. So, hey, but when the cat's tied up. No, was it that cat's tied up? Yeah, the mouse will play. I'm the mouse in this case. So, will the start time be affected by jet lag? No. Once we've The problem we've had is getting stuff. And obviously, unless we get the stuff, we can't actually do stuff other than just tidying up. So I have to confess, I haven't really tied Graham Hughes up. No. He's disappeared again on that little boat. Oh, big boat, little boat. Whizzing down towards Bocas to pick some more materials up. Some wood. So we can then make a lovely new staircase. Maybe with risers and spindles and stuff. No? Okay, probably not. It's going to be rough. Because everything here is rough. Yes. So I'll do my best with it, but I ain't got no tools, hardly. So it isn't exactly got my workshop here, have I? So we've got this old staircase. What Graham's doing is going to... Well, he's gone to pick up the wood, basically. The string, either side of the staircase. You've got the string on either side. And then obviously the treads. All the same material all the way through. Which is 12-inch by 2-inch board. Or 300mm by 50mm boards. And then I'm going to cut 2 new strings and make a new staircase. Because that one is absolutely rotten. And we keep going up and down it, and we're only just alive. So, yeah. And he's also gone to get us some timber as well, so I can make some doors for over here. Because at the moment, when the place got ransacked, they stole everything, including the doors. So they've just had bits of plywood in there at the moment. So I'm going to make up some legend brace style doors to go in there. It probably won't be to my usual standard, but, you know, I can only work with what I've got. So, and I am going to do, what am I going to do? Oh, it's Water Day, isn't it? Yeah, Waterworks Day, you know, the Jacksy. So, while I'm waiting for them to get small bits and pieces, because we need some more bits and pieces for that as well, some couplings. I believe that is, like, they've used like an ABS cement weld to stick the pipes together. Well, you can't always separate them. Somebody just split the pipe. So they're going to get some more fittings and what have you to be able to replace the coupling and the pipe that might break when I have a go in a moment to remove the coupling. And that here is the coupling. That is the coupling. Yeah, it's different to what you have in the UK. So that sits inside the pipe. And then you have this weird wax thing. Did he? It's like a grease ring, really. So you got a greasier ring. Sorry. So we have this little weird ring thing here. And that gets plonked onto the bottom of the actual toilet. And you very carefully have to lower that. As you do, you've got to lower your ring really, really carefully. On top, yeah, okay. On top of this. All right, and that makes it seal. I think it's a crap idea, personally, but there you go. It seems to me something that is bound to go very wrong. And so you get, like, how to put it, poop. Yes, you have class, in this case, you have a Class B deck. As the poop all seeped out the side. So I'm going to whack it on my little tripod. I can't believe I'm really, really loud. I'm really pleased. I wasn't too loud, but I suppose you can turn your volume down, can't you? So, anyway, Graham said he'll be back about 10-ish, which is probably going to mean it's going to be more 11-ish, I imagine. There again, Ishmael's father needs the boat at 11. He's got a job to do or something. So, I think they will be back. So, yeah. And bring me some wood. So then I can do something woody. Woody. I like to do woody stuff. So, anyway. So, let's see what we can do with this. Let's put it that way around, I think. Okay, let's see what we... As anyone said, I might have to put some other glasses on. You might have to bear with me. Now I'm going to get some different glasses because these ones aren't strong enough to see the little tiny chat. Will the start time be affected by jet lag? No, only by the actual Greenwich Mean Time. What else we got there? Which one's a Charles Halfway? When do you get back from Ginger? Oh, another 6 weeks. Oh dear. I might have to tie him up again. Is it a bio toilet? In the theory, I suppose it's a FOSS system. So, yes, it is biological because there's a, say a FOSS system. It's like a septic. So you've got like a septic tank, which is a twin chamber, should be a twin. I'll have to look later. Should be a twin chamber tank, and it creates a biological system within the tank, and then you've got your leach field. It's definitely done site better than using a sewage plant where you're using masses of chemicals. It's a bit like in France. We have a similar sort of system. Most of the real properties are have a foss. I've actually got composting toilets we have in our house. It's a commercial sort of thing. And it actually works really well. But we do have to put in a foss septic, which is basically a big tank in the ground and loads of sand filters and stuff like that. Or we can put in a different system, which is made by a UK company called WPL. It looks like an upside down ice cream cone. And the idea with that is everything goes into a twin chamber, but it's like a chamber within the chamber instead of two separate side-by-side chambers. And everything goes into one chamber, and there's a little bubble, like a fish tank pump. You know, the air pump and the fish tank, get like bubble, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, going through poo. Stirring the poo constantly, but you've got nothing mechanical in it. Unlike the old Clardiesters, which used to fall apart because they had metal components inside the actual force. I'm talking about poo too much, aren't I? Anyway, let's get this thing off. I'm going to put that down here like so. So you might not see me, but you might see my hand to see what we're doing. Now, as you can see, it is, yeah, it's corroded. All the screws are corroded. The old one is actually broken. That's probably poo, that is. Actually, it looks like some little wormy thing on the side. That doesn't look very pleasant. I've already had a bit of a play to try and remove some of the screws, and they just keep breaking off. So hopefully we can remove that. But I have my doubt. Depends what's fixed on with. I think that's a solvent weld. So there's a possibility that will be replaced, and the actual there's a U-bend underneath here, not a U-bend, just a actually it's just a bend down the bottom here. Lovely. Do have a look at the poo hole. Yeah, that's a poo hole. So there's no good me trying to remove these screws because they're completely utterly corroded because I just use mild steel screws. But it just, I know it sounds like I'm moaning because I have mild steel screws, didn't you? Stainless steel, no. But quite well, in my mind, after being here a couple of days, I can understand because it's not that easy. And the hardware stores here, as you probably saw on our previous videos, hardware stores are just like a jumble sale they are. And yes, I'm going to use a wood chisel to try and leave this off, which I didn't really want to do, so I'm going to have to do a bit of sharpening afterwards. And I brought this chisel specifically to come here. As in my hand luggage, that was. Do you think that's legal? No? Actually, it was in the hold. I bought a hammer here though, so I've got a hammer. So I'll try and remove this. I'm not worried if that breaks. I'd like to be able to not break the pipe, but looking at that, it's that grey solvent weld, and the likelihood it will break. Very likely. In fact, is it on the inside or on the outside? Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh dear. Yeah, that's got to be cut off, I think. Right, so what I'm going to try and do, I've got no battery drill or anything, so if I take all these screws out, I've got to do it all by my hand. That'd be boring to watch, wouldn't it? There's these boards here, either side. I'd only need to undo one side, I think, so I've got to push that to one side so I can gain some access. And it looks like I might have to cut it off. I can't see us being able to reuse that. No. If I can't make progress on this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and start doing some electrics instead and wait until they come back with some materials, which might be a better idea, but we'll see. No, none of these screws are going to come out, I don't think. Oh, I might just break off before they come out. Well, that's coming out. Let's go do my carpal tunnel. World of good that is. Let's bring it up a bit. Here we got here at the moment. Let's have a look. Ascending to the throne. No, I've like I said earlier, I got them tied up. No, I didn't. Oh no, I haven't. I mean, I'm not in the habit of burning trash. In the case of GB News, I might make an exception. Yeah. The sound is okay. Sound is good. Sound is good. Lovely jubbly. Hearing well. Yes. Lucky you. You can hear me of all people. My squeaky old Norfolk accent. It's a mixture. Mine is. It's a bit of a medley. Good day, guys. It's only me at the minute. East and Scarborough, Steve. So, I've got my hand over the Menendez. I saw that. He left you. You're really a castaway. I am castaway, except we've got Ishmael's family here, and I'll give them their dues. They've been absolutely lovely, they have. And She just before I started the stream, one of her daughters just came over and brought me some breakfast, which was very sweet of them, and a coffee. So they've been really, really kind, and they made us tea last night. They're really sweet people. I'll tell you something. That's something I've really noticed since I've been here. I noticed at first in Costa Rica that you probably heard well, early on when Graham decided to lose my wallet, he had to rush back to the hotel that we were in to get my bag and his bag and stuff because the bus was going to go, but the tickets were already sold there anyway. Because I was in the queue, you see, to buy the tickets to get to Panama, to get to the border of Panama, and or Puerto Rico. And he came back, and my wallet wasn't in the bag. He hadn't picked it up. Oh dear. Good job they were sold out. Because if they were sold out, my wallet with all my information in and my carte de jour, and my carte vitale was in it as well, and my credit cards. Well, I haven't got a credit card. I don't do debt. I've got just debit cards, and they're all in my wallet. I'd have been able to creep without a paddle. So, luckily, we missed the bus. So at that point, I realised my wallet wasn't there. And I went back to the hotel. Long story short, I'm actually making it very long. I went back to the hotel, and the little Costa Rican girl, they got my wallet out of the room and put it behind the counter, and they were quite security-wise, asked me little questions and stuff like that, make sure it was me and it was mine, and it was, and I was very, very grateful. I gave her a COVID hug. I didn't think that one through, did I? I'm obviously tested negative and stuff. And I got double jabbed. 2 in the arm and 1 in the derriere. Or was it just 2 in the arm? I can't remember. Anyway, maybe the other one shouldn't have happened. But yeah, so every person that we have met have been very, very nice. Even the people trying to tout us. They've been very friendly, overly friendly. So friendly they're like little leeches. They latch onto, trying to sell you something. And I think it's quite sad they feel they need to or they have to. For instance, there's a little lad, and there he was with a giant bag of bananas. He was only how old was he? He must have been about 6 years old, something like that. Trying to sell bananas, and it's quite sad, really, that they have to do that just to make ends meet. And we're talking about pennies, we're not talking about them trying to scam you or anything. They're just trying to earn enough to survive. It's blooming awful, to be honest. Absolutely blooming awful. World shouldn't be like that. But sadly, it is. So, anyway, it's enough of me nattering. I'm going to try and remove these boards, and hopefully we can see what's going on. And if I can't progress, I am going to go and do some electrics instead, which means what we need to do, we need to get the lights working. And I don't trust what's going on because at the moment the lights are all all the cabling is a bit of a hotspot. It's like somebody's got cut loads of cables off old appliances and jointed them all together to make a long bit of cable. So now Graham said to me, just set the camera up on a tripod behind you. And at the moment I'm needing him my arse up in the air. I'm sure you don't want to see that. No. Let's see. Can you see me at all? This live stuff's full on, isn't it? I don't know. Leaving me here on my own devices. I could do all sorts of stuff. I'm logged into his account. Ha! I keep putting my finger in front of the lens. Okay, what's this? What we got now? You left. You left. Hang on. You're really. Sorry, no. Yeah, I've been left. I've been left. What we got here? Lee smiling. Sounds like Norfolk to me. You got that right. I am from Norfolk. I'm from east of Norwich originally. Thorpe St Andrew. I was born there, and I met my dear wife when I was 18 years old, and she had 4 kids already. From a horrible piece of work. Yes, he was a Schedule 1 offender. Not a very nice man, and he used to beat her up. So yeah, horrid. Anyway, we've been together 34 years now. And then we moved to a Sale House, Sarah's Broads. Lovely place that it is. Not quite so lovely now. It's become very transient. Whereas before it had a really nice community feel to it. Everyone sort of helped each other and stuff. And we'd had lots of oh, not actually part. We did do parties and stuff, but there's a lot of like social events used to go on in the village. You were a bit into each other's pockets, mind you, but it was actually lovely. But it became very transient. We started having a lot of how to put it? Well, Londoners come up buying up property cheap and what have you, pushing up the prices as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna say immigrants because I wasn't immigrants. It was Londoners, and I got a problem with Londoners, so I don't want. It's not really that. It just changed. It just changed the feel of the place because people weren't living there. You see, so it wasn't because they were horrible people or anything. It was just they weren't living there, and yeah, but there's empty properties, which makes it just loses its soul in the village. Anyway, we decided eventually, after that last recession, 2008, we sort of made our mind up that we were going to. My business got really badly hit, to buy a property in France. So we moved to France in 2009, and we've been there ever since. And my French, shit, before you say, before you ask, my French is absolutely terrible. I really struggle with French pronunciation, especially rolling the R's. I'm terrible with that. So I just knocked the microphone and my hands in front of the lens again. I keep doing that, don't I? I'm sure you want to see my beautiful face. I might have to run and get my other glasses because these aren't strong enough. These are like bifocal things, prescription, but I've had them for years. What? A mad adventure! Yes, it is. It is a crazy, crazy, mad adventure, and yeah, I don't know how you talked me into this. I really don't. I've been sleeping in this, sleeping in the hammock and backache. We've got no way to do number 2. Hopefully we will soon. How about I got my head right near the old poop pipe? There was poop. Graham's poo's been down here, by the way. Graham's poo. Yeah. Hello. I think he's still down there actually. So yeah, it's been a bit of an adventure to say the least. And let's get right. Oh, we've got a super chat. Didn't see that. Who's going to super chat? Ooh, come back. Oh, it's that one. Hey, Pineapple Boy. Cheers, mate. Oh, cheers, buddy. Toilet work could do. Yeah, good. We need a toilet though. Needs must. Yeah, he ain't even got a spade, so you imagine how that's you know. There's always little piles dashed, you know, all in line. And eventually, we're hoping that the dog eats the first one, then the second one, and that when I say the dog, there's the dog. That's Pickle. Say hello, Pickle. Oh no, he's coming. Or she's coming. Oh yeah, she's coming. There she comes. Hello, Pickle. She needs a bath, is what Pickle needs. So she's my new friend. My Wally is going to be jealous. He is. Oh yeah, okay. Oh there. Oh my God, what are you doing? Sorry for this. Now this is Pickle, and she's a bit manky. My dog's all bathed and stuff, but this one is like, look at that manky old thing. But she is very, very, very sweet. That she is, aren't you? You can help me with this toilet because all I've been doing is nattering, haven't I? Yeah. Does anyone want to donate for Pickle's bath? But that's enough. That's enough. As soon as you show her any attention whatsoever, she doesn't stop. You have to almost push her away. So you got to ignore her a bit. Then she just goes lay in the corner somewhere. But other than that, she just wants to maul you. She's very sweet, very excitable as well. She goes loopy. So anyway, let's see what we can do with this. So we can start pulling this lot out. Oh, production on site. Well, yes, we're starting to do stuff. I had to fit last night. I managed to fit one of the new solar panels. Temporary again. Everything's temporary at the moment until we've got all the connections and stuff. But I'm gonna just carry on moving these screws on this piece of board here. So hopefully I can slide that out of the way so we can gain some access. If I can, I might not be able to. I might have to just stick a crowbar underneath it. But the more screws I get out, the better. This is how I got carpal tunnel in the first place. Oh, how you get? Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Gordon Bennett. Gordon Bennett. Who's this Gordon Bennett? I don't know. That one ain't gonna come. There might be a bit of jimmery going on in a minute. I'm hoping he's going to buy a battery screwdriver. But to be fair to Graham, he's spent a hell of a lot of money recently. It's crazy. It's not just the cost of the actual item you've got to buy. These boats aren't free. You're paying constantly for boat taxis and stuff like that just to get from A to B. And everything is so far away. So I think, if you live in the UK and that, like I did, you take all that, your B&Qs and your Juicens and, all the builds merch, you take them all for granted, really. Build base. What ones was that one T? Travis Perkins. You take them all. It's too easy to take all for granted. It's actually, and also, like for instance, here, yesterday we were going to make a lot of the shops weren't even open. So a bit like France, really. When we first moved to France, the one thing that we kept getting caught out with was is the fact that they tend to close for dinner. Usually shut at 12 o'clock, open again about 2:30. And but then they're open again. They're open until 7 o'clock in France. That's a general sort of rule of thumb. But when we didn't expect that. So every time we went to the supermarket to get some shop when we first moved to France, we're always ending up at lunchtime, and they're closed. Really frustrating. But we soon learned, and now we just accept it. It doesn't really make any difference, You just do what you do, don't you? Where you are. And you won't catch me moving back to the UK, not now anyway. Besides, Pretty Patel just knocked me back, wasn't she, with her dinghy? I'll be paddling all across on my dinghy. Along come Border Force. In their jet skis, and they'll nudge me round in the choppy waters in the channel and try and murder me. That's pretty much it, isn't it, Yeah, that woman's evil. Got no time for them. Why would you? Don't know how you guys feel, but man, it just feels like murder to me. I've sailed those waters in the channel, and quite frankly, you don't want to be in anything where you're low in the gunnels. I mean, low in the gunnels, you've got no freeboard. What I mean, freeboard. A lot too much boat in the water, not enough out of the water. Freeboard is basically from the gunnel's the top edge of the boat. Yeah, right down is the gunnel. And the distance from the gunnel to the sea or the water, that distance there, that's called your freeboard. And you don't want that. I just can't believe they'd even consider it. Well, I can believe it because it's this evil toy party, aren't they? They're not particularly nice people, are they? Please excuse me if my fat belly comes into shot. I don't want to scare you all off. If you've got a tough screw like that, don't try and that one there, turn you around. If you've got a tough screw, like this one doesn't want to move. I might still not be able to move it, but there's two things you can do. You can either tap it with a hammer on the top as you're trying to undo it. And the problem is what the screwdriver bit is trying to ride out of the screw. You don't want that to happen, do you? So one way to do it is just tap it as you turn it, or you can pulse it if you've got enough, and just do little short pulses. Don't try and go in a full swing. And same with if you're using a battery drill, just pulse it because it'll drop back in the hole. The screwdriver bit will drop back in the hole. There you go. See? It's coming out now. Da 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 da. See my elbow go. Do the shake in the back. That's not quite right, is it? Twist. We weren't ready using this, by the way. No, this is it's a mincer. I just thought it might have been it's the nearest I could find to a macerator to make my point. And that one's not doing anything. So some of these screws are already broken off, so it's going to be a bit of jimmying with a jimmy bar, crowbar, what do you like to call it. I'd rather have a pry bar really, but I ain't got one. Oh, I've got a dog. Don't knock my camera over, dog. Good girl. I wonder what Graham's doing. Do you reckon he's having a nightmare? Oh, no, there's money. My credit cards. Right, some of them I'm going to have to use the bar in a minute. What I'm going to do, let me put you somewhere a bit more, put you there. That might make more sense. I don't want to knock the camera down the side, you see. Right, I'm going to change my glasses. Bear with it, I'm just going to get some more glasses because I can't see the chat very well. But these is too weak. Hang on a second. Right on. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm back. Ugh. You haven't gone, have you? You haven't gone here. I hope not. Right. Oh, 62 people here. Wow, we've got 62 people listening to little old me. Oh, you lot are desperate. Okay, it's against the law of the sea. That is maritime law. Anybody who is in distress or at risk of death, or danger, you've got a legal responsibility to save them or put them into a position where they're not. Yeah, they're maritime law. UN maritime law. Bang on right. Duke Vengeance. I did about that when I was doing my day skipper, but you have to just all included in it. Done day skipper, then I did my yacht masters years ago. I can't remember half of it, including my VHF radio license. Can't remember half of that either. That was such a long time ago. Probably about 20 years ago. Must be. I've done very little sailing since. So. Oh, I'm an international celebrity! Cheers, David Durago. Yeah, Durago. Oh, thank you. I mean, oh, God. Oh, that sounds mad. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I got all nervous all of a sudden. The hot flash coming to... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, okay. Duke Vengeance, exactly. Christian Cruz. Yeah, right. Christian, you messaged yesterday saying about us doing a little short video. I did read your message, and we are going to do exactly that. Something that can be easily shared to get the message across, but also what we like to do a few different ones, maybe. So yeah, it's on the cards. It's something we want to do. So yeah, yeah, Jay, we're both okay. We're fine. It's tough because obviously you don't get brilliant sleep. You get eaten by these little tiny chichas things, these tiny little bugs. They nibble you. Yeah, they're a little uncomfortable. So twice a day, we have to make sure we shut the house right up, and try and stop them coming in. But equally, we have to try and protect ourselves best that we can because they're not gonna hurt you. It's just they're really irritating. It's like little fire ants crawling over your body and nipping you constantly. Oh, yeah. It's like a scene. I tell you what it's like. It's like a scene out of The Mummy. You know, all those little beetle things come and eat you. Yeah, a bit like that. They're not as big though. They're tiny. You can barely see them. They're like little black dots, and they just nibble you. So yeah, they're not much fun. Let's get that chat back up again. Yes, they are bugging me. But I'll get over it. So, interested to know your location on Google Maps. Oh, okay. If you actually just type in Ginger Islands, obviously spelt with a J, as ninja. So ninja with a J, Ginger Islands. You'll find it should come up on Google Maps, or Google Earth. It does when I do it anyway. When will Graham return? Oh, cheers, Johnny. Got his tenner. Cheers for that. For the spray. Is it to fend off Graham Hughes or the little chitras? Chitras? No, Graham should be back about 10ish, is what you're saying. The boat, it's gone. Ishmael is the chap who lives in the little Caribbean over there. He's gone off with Graham to go and get the wood so we can build a new staircase, some doors for the back there, just legend based doors for the back there. And he should be back around 10ish. I've got my doubts. Yeah, so there you go. It's one of them things, isn't it? Everything takes so long to get the materials. So it's quite frustrating if you go there and you forgot something. So it's going to be, I'm sure that's going to happen a few times. So yeah, I'm very conscious of the fact that I'm kind of like, I need this, I need that, and it all costs money, doesn't it? I mean, it's just one of the things, isn't it? But I'm sort of spending some nice money. Holding up the fort, that I am, Jay. I'm trying to. I hope I'm not too much of an idiot. There you go. You nice Sparkles, you know he is a lovely ginger. He. No, Graham has actually he's got a heart of gold, really. Oh, my phone just went. No, he's got a heart of gold, really. Oh, my phone just went again. Oh my God, there's people talking to me. Go away. So, you heard that? Oh, the Trump mate. Oh, okay. No, I hadn't heard. What's Trump mate? Oh, okay, I've got a dog again. Hello. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to be doing work, really, and I'm sort of work. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Pickle. That may be a little bit annoying. Yeah. Yeah. If I could show too much attention, she won't go away. She'll just sit there, constantly nudging you. Right, and she's really grubby and smelly. She desperately needs a bath. A bit like me, I think. Yeah, she's lovely. She's a sweet little thing. She just needs a bit of TLC. She do, but she's not treated badly or anything. She just needs a bath or a shower. Yeah, maybe a bit like us when you keep chatting. You can't. Oh, Andrew Ray boat almost sank. Oh, did it? Okay. Yeah, talk about boats actually. Ishmael's father's boat. Because I've got a bit of boat background, and my father was a boat builder, so I was often on site, helping build boats and kneeling in planks and stuff like that, so we can clinch that. So we can nail them with a couple of rivets. Was it Mady? Old wooden racing yacht, and hurtling across choppy waters. Because we've got Dolphin Bay, it's really still. It's really still. As soon as you get near to the mouth of the sea, it's really choppy. The boat's like, and I'm looking at all the formers that are all glassed into the bottom of the boat, and they're all broken. And I'm watching the hull do this, and every time it does that, a little bit of water squirts up out of the bottom of the hull, and there's the boat loaded up with all these solar panels and all this gear, these batteries, and I think, God, this is not great. Luckily, the water's not cold, but they're going to lose everything because it'll be at the bottom of the sea. So, yeah, it was a bit disconcerting. They've got this that particular boat had a little 40 horsepower outboard on it, and we're bouncing across the crests of these waves, and the boat is literally just it's not great, but we did it. And we got back, and I am here, and Graham's gone off from the boat again, so hopefully it hasn't broken in half by the time he gets back again. So, what condition Graham's boat? Graham's boat itself is repairable. It's like a little ski boat, a bit like a dory, which has got a bit of it's like a wavy hull. It's not necessarily like a V-type hull. It's quite a broad-beamed boat. It's quite wide. And it is literally a old ski boat. The boat itself is definitely salvageable because at the end of the day, it's floating. So if it's not sinking, that's a good sign, isn't it? There's no bilge pump in it because we found the bilge pump under a tree behind the house. So I don't know why that is. Without a bilge pump, every time it rains, it's going to fill with water and eventually it'll sink again. Now, the outboard apparently has always been problematic. It either needs completing a rebuild or replacing, and I think looking at it, it's probably going to need replacing. And outboards like that sort of size, because you can he's talking about getting a 70 horsepower for it, which I think is a bit over the top for that boat, to be honest. A 40 would be plenty, 40 usable. Unless you're going to be doing serious ski work, I don't see a 70 as a bit overkill. Most of the time, the boat ain't going to be laden, is it? It's not going to have loads of stuff on the boat. And a 40 horsepower would still get it on the plane, so you still hurtle along at a good rate of knots and use less fuel. So, okay, what's Andrew saying? I was asking, what went wrong there? So, Graham's boat is salvageable. It needs some work. In the meantime, we're having to use Ishmael's father's boat or the boat taxi. It's really not that simple because an outboard for that is going to The second-hand one's going to cost a couple of grand, just a second-hand 8-board, really. If you want anything reliable, that is. A new one, you're going to be looking, well, forget about it. That's going to be a lot of money for 40 horsepower. 8-boards are expensive, especially the new 4-stroke 8-boards, because most of the old ones tend to be 2-stroke, where you have to put some oil in the fuel. So, yeah, that is problematic. It is problematic. So, okay, what's going on there? Let's have a look. I look like Madonna, because I'm sitting here with my head rested on my arm. I look like Madonna. Like a virgin, touched for the very first time. Was that too much? Probably. Sorry. Right, come back. Dog, go away. How much is a boat taxi trip? It's actually reasonable, but still, it's not. Because you need it so much, it's not cheap. For us to get from Bocas was about $25 to get to the island. You keep doing that a few times, it adds up, doesn't it? To say the least, it really does add up. You probably spend as much getting from A to B, and you do everything else. He does need that boat sorted ASAP. You know, the hull we can sort out, but he needs an engine. He needs an engine. It's just, it's a difficult one. It's just so much money and so much other stuff's got to be done in the house as well. So it would be lovely to get the boat done. He wants to, obviously, but he also has to be realistic, I suppose. Please. Okay, Lee, you don't like that. You don't like my Madonna. Sorry. Okay, I thought I saw a super chat there a minute ago. Oh, for Jay. Cheers, Jay. Have a Google about trumpets. It might work in your favour. Being flooded and yeah, we have been seriously energy efficient. Okay. I'll look into that. That's trumps. Okay, I'll do some search on that once Graham's back. Yes, no, you're right. Is that Hey Ocean 125? Yeah, what he's saying here is yes, the boat would pay for itself. Oh God, most definitely. Especially while you're doing the work here. It's that initial investment, isn't it? You know, it's just it's difficult. It's sort of between a rock and a hard place. You know, you want to do the right thing in a sense. Obviously, you need it, but how do you do it? So yeah, it's a difficult one. But hey, it's not over that. We find a tree and we build a dugout canoe, nice beamy tree. Yeah, and then paddle it. Yeah, that might take too long. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. So, yeah. Oh, I was taking screws out. Oh my God. Well, actually, I was going to lever this up, wasn't I? That's what I was going to do. Let's see if we get this board out. Graham's going to say, "What have you been doing?" He's quite bossy, you know. He is. He's quite bossy. "What have you been doing? I ain't done anything yet." That's what he'll say. In his Scousey accent. Oh. Oh, it's coming. Well, I've got most of the screws out. There's two there that they come out, so I'll use that there. There's a wedge. The other night, or other day, morning I think it was actually, I could hear these strange creatures. Apparently they're monkeys on another island. Yeah. Apparently, if you've got one on your island, you'll know about it. Yeah, so I don't want them. I've just got to try and do it this way if I can. Can I do? Scratch a berry drill. Now that'd been very nice if I could have brought some of my tools with me, but obviously they're heavy. When you've got 23 kilos of luggage, it wasn't really possible. That's coming. Right. I don't want to split the board if I can help it. getting there. It's a coming. We've got one screw there, which is starting to can't undo it. Oh, that's coming. Let's pull it through. At the moment, the board is a piece of wood here that's stopping the board lifting, so I'll have to prise it my way as well towards me as well. Oh, getting interesting. Something's happening. Well, that one's freed up. That's good. Things you do when you're desperate for number 2. So there's that screw there. I need to get that one freed up. Oh, there you go. Oh, I have to think that bit of wood didn't fix anything, is it? I was just sitting there. So be worried about that. When we were unloading the actual boat last night, Graham he did one. He lifted one panel over, and he started trying to make himself look busy doing something else while me and Ishmael was unloading the boat. So then what I did is I've got to get this extra panel connected up quickly. Yeah. So you have no choice then to carry on loading the boat. But anyway, we need electric. Oh, it's coming. So you've got that screw there. I don't want to bugger my chisel, so I'm going to need this chisel. It don't matter if I split this plastic collar because it's going to be replaced. Yeah, that's probably poo. That I think that's actually the that grease from that seal that I showed you earlier. If you haven't seen it already. That's what's used to actually seal the toilet to the fitting. We'll take the toilet out in a minute and put that together if we can. But if I can't get any further with this, then make jump, maybe jump. It's like we're doing site work again. I've done site work for a long time. Ever since I've been to France, actually. I did a bit of site with fitting staircases up there. But most of my work was in the workshop and people come and collect it. Because in France, to do any work on site, any build work on site, you have to have a decennial insurance. Without that, you can get nicked and, get reprimanded. And it's not cheap. And when you don't do much fitting work anyway, it wasn't worthwhile me actually having it because all my work really was in the workshop anyway. So I didn't really need this decennial insurance. It wouldn't do me any favours. So I decided I was just going to do work in the workshop. And that's what I did. I did it like that for ages. So all these horrible little bug crap. Lovely. There's a brush here somewhere. Let's go get a brush. That's what you should have got, a decent brush. Got this pink thing at the moment. Look at that. It's got this ergonomic brush. It's got this lovely bend to it. See that? And it's made of a twig. Don't really want to be needing all that. Oh god, that's impossible. That's interesting. I know there's make doing men, but crikey, that's ridiculous. Right, is it possible to remove this collar without splitting the rest of the pipe? I've got my doubts because this is ABS, and what they use is like a solvent. So effectively, what happens? They end up melting the two components together. It's a solvent adhesive. See if it's possible. If I can remove that bit and just leave the bend, we just need to put a little short bit of pipe back in again. That'd be a lot easier. So we'll see what happens. Will it? Oh yeah, it might come off. Let's see. Yeah, split that one. Split that one as well. So just a short bit of pipe. Hopefully it don't damage the other bit. The actual there's a bit that bend. There's a no, not really too far away, aren't you? There you you go. There's a bend, and I don't want to damage that if I can help it. But if we do, we just got to replace it. Simple as that. But the least we've got to do, something should do. The least that we have to do, the better. I can't see it myself, but there you go. My poor chisel. As you can see, yeah, it's very brittle at the moment. It's the heat and that's already separated. I don't mind whacking the chisel in the plastic. I just want to hit one of these screws, old screws, because they get notched in. I've got no means of grinding the notch out. Well, I have, but it'll take a day. I don't really want to do that. Keith Robinson. Oh, it's brutal. Right, can I do that without damaging the next bit? You probably think to yourself, what's this animal doing? That's not how you do it. You're probably right. To me, it was a build feel that just moved then. That's a bit disconcerting. Sometimes there's stuff what you can do is if you can free like down the side of it on one side of it, you can then prise it and like sort of just like coil it away from it bit by bit, and it'll give up. But I have my doubts. Because it's old, well, it's been in there a few years, it's likely to be a bit brittle, and it's not very thick pipe. No, it's not. See what I mean? Oh, you can see that. I'm sort of like peeling it away from the adhesive. So I don't know if this is a solvent mold. This is more like the stuff you get in America. Yeah, it is. It's more like, yeah. The stuff we use, I don't know if there's even ABS. The stuff no, that's more like PVC. No, that's PVC. That is. The stuff we use in France and in the UK, using like an ABS solvent weld, and that stuff is just like. How to explain it? It does literally like almost like weld it together because the solvent just a little bit melts just a little bit the two surfaces that are marrying together, then they bond together. Then so anyway, it might be lucky. Might not. We'll see. I hope you don't mind just watch me do this because there's a little bit. Yeah, it seems a bit odd. Someone's watching me trying to remove a very old. Well, I don't know how old it is to be honest, but it's not new. Bounces right every time you hit it, so that's good enough. That might come away from a little ginger with it. Not Ginger Rogers, but ginger. I tell you what, be careful of around this place is that for some reason somebody in their wisdom has put loads of nails everywhere, sticking out all over the place to catch your clothes. I've already caught the t-shirt, and Graham's already caught his jeans, so it's not very helpful. It's a bit silly. I'm just sort of hoping I can get to sort of peel away. Sort of like that. That's it. Just a bit. It's good you're wearing glasses. And not safety specs. Put my safety specs back really, shouldn't I? You can do it. I keep hearing a boat come past in the distance. I'm like, is that Graham? Is he back yet? Might be. He knows where he's got to go, so it's not like we're trudging around everywhere. And I think we're in luck here. I'm going to seriously have to clean my hands after this. The idea I've got someone else to peel my hands. I know I can wear gloves, but I can't feel what I'm doing. I'll just end up breaking the pipe. So, yum, yum. No, don't do it. No. No matter how much you're tempted, don't do it. Don't have those. There's me and Graham. We're running around with our cameras, shouting at our cameras to you guys, and then we get all these funny looks and stares. I think people must think we're crazy. What are they up to? You know? Because obviously, a lot of people don't understand what we're doing here. They don't quite get it. Don't understand the concept. So yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't have done years ago. So I started doing it myself. So it's a bit nutty, really, isn't it? Yeah, let's see what we've got. Have we got any chats? Dirty jokes fan. Get a loan for the boat. Yeah, I suppose. As an official date for independence. Seriously? I didn't know that. No, that's pretty. No, has it been set by hello? Yes, yeah, be my guest. That's Ishmael's daughter, and she's just gonna charge her phone up. Why not? Wow, I didn't know. Yeah, so is it official in the sense of been set by the SNP, or is it been set by the government? Oh, because that'd be the kiddie, wouldn't it? Because obviously they can't deny it, then, can they? Would Boris Johnson agree to it? I don't know. I didn't realise that. Crikey. When was it? Was that today? Was that announced today? Or yesterday? Hi, Kevin Haggerty. Monkey Island. Yes, there's a Monkey Island. And you can hear them in the distance. It's like Skull Island, it is. It's a bit disconcerting. Because apparently they're quite, they're not friendly monkeys. No. They're not funky monkeys, no. Oh, God, aren't I just? Jay said, you're earning your stay here, mate. Yeah, I'll tell you something. It's actually really hard. Not just the work, but just doing the channel itself. And a bit trying to be on the ball with it all the time. Plus, yeah, Graham's a slave worker, I'll tell you. Slave driver, that's it, slave driver. Yeah. He likes pointing the camera at you and just, get on with it, man. And he's crack the whip. Maybe 8 hours a day, with the parlay and stuff like that. Maybe that's a bit much because I haven't managed to get my own videos up. Although I will be recording some today. I've made that quite clear because I've got to. As my little old channel's going to suffer. So I haven't uploaded anything for a couple of days, and I keep promising I'm going to. Well, I did my lightning one, which wasn't really into politics. It was just the fact that I got woke up by lightning. Is fighting like a cow. About what you can do it. Thinking Boris brain. Yeah, right. Darren Christian says it's a new series of the big build. It's a bit slow. Where's all the volunteers? I know. I was the only one. It went for the lack of asking. I think he asked quite a few people, but obviously it's quite a big commitment. And just getting here isn't easy. It isn't. It's quite a journey. If you like buses, it's not a problem. But when you spend like 8 hours on a bus having your bum bashed about in a very uncomfortable chair next to some really sweaty people, yeah, it wasn't pleasant, but we got it. And it's just constant running to the next stop, to the next stop, to the next stop. Camera down. That's 24 ounce. Knock in. Yes, it is. Is it 24 ounce? Let's have a look. That's a 16 ounce, that one. That was only a little cheapy hammer. It's not too bad. It's quite well balanced, though. It's not too bad at all. I prefer my old stands. I like wooden handles tools, I do personally. It's nice to have a bit of boxwood or, a bit of hickory. Marcus, make big toilet. Hey. Yeah. Size, Boris size is huge. Okay. Cheers, David. Lars knows the secrets of life. Jay, they forgot a good woman. Yeah. Well, like I said, Graham Hughes said there'll be sun, sea, and babes. Well, you know I'm fat. But there is a serious obesity problem here. There is. There seriously is. Yeah. I'm not saying nasty. I'm not trying to be nasty, but they eat a lot of fried chicken. Put it like that. Yeah, oh yeah, don't forget to like, yeah, and share if you can. I know it's a little bit ad hoc at the moment, but yeah, it'd be lovely if people could share the videos. And especially when we do the little short clips, or a lot of the intros we're going to do, they'll be shared just to get the word out. I understand not everyone's want to share something that's this long. That I do get. Survival training in the army since. So Lars has said, sure, had survival training 3 decades ago, so 30 years ago, in the army. Since then, I value the comfort of a dry and warm place. Well, it hasn't been dry, but it certainly has been warm. Yes. Oh, and decent food. To be fair, actually, Ishmael's yeah, Domelina, for her name, Domelina. It's been absolute little diamond. She has. I've got to give her a due. She's been absolutely lovely, and she's, making us food and stuff, and she doesn't have to, So it's very, very kind. Yeah. So, always nice to watch someone do hard labour while your hair's sitting on your ass. Yeah, okay, I can appreciate that. And come back. God, this chat thing's annoying. Do you know why? Because what happens is instead of you saying that, look, if I interact with the chat, scroll up and down, what have you, it disappears within about 5 seconds. So you have to keep touching the chat button again. Oh, there you go, it's disappearing again. There you go, back again. Shangu. Is that the place we went yesterday? I don't understand that. I'd rather watch Marcus tinker instead of me yapping. Is that what you mean? I can tinker. Hello, Winston. What is Graham like with manual work? Well, he's bloody useless. Sorry, Graham, if you're listening. But he admits it. He admits. No, he ain't that bad. Not for what I've seen so far. I think he's more capable than he's letting on. You had a few guys photobombing you at the petrol station. Oh, yeah, we did, yeah. We did. Oh, God, we filling the boat up yesterday. There was quite a few people there. Splashing petrol everywhere. Next to the gas bottle. Yeah. You know what they need here? They need like a union. Yeah, like a union that deals with health and safety. A bit like, tip of my tongue, like the European Union. To look after the people. Instead of them being abused by the local mafia banana squad. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what else we've been having here. Domelina, she's been making us hot chocolate. And it isn't just any old hot chocolate, it's hot chocolate. It's been made from a cocoa that's grown locally. It's actually natural cocoa. My only worry is I just hope that they aren't little slave workers or people that have been paid a pittance to actually harvest the stuff. That's what I would hope, which is probably the case. It's a difficult one, that, isn't it, really? What do? Do you say, don't, you've got to be paid, proper wages and stuff like that, and then they don't have their work? Or, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, to be honest. Everything's in a whopping great shake-up, doesn't it? Just, yeah. I find it quite sad when I see basically begging, really. They are literally begging. A bit like Graham. Literally begging. Did I just say that? Literally begging for at the side of the road for scraps, basically. And the dogs. There's a lot of what I think are pretty stray dogs. They've got no collars on, and a lot of them in a hell of a state. And when we went yesterday to get the solar panels, the bin got blown over by the wind. The dog just ran straight for the bin, grabbed his put like a polystyrene type box thing, which happened to have scraps of chicken and stuff in it, or something put in the bin. And then he walked off with this polystyrene box, and all the chicken fell out. All the what left of it, obviously, what left of the meal, all fell out. And yeah, but he did come back though. He realised that he actually managed to empty his head an empty box in his gob, or her gob. I think it was actually a little boy. Yeah, so it's oh, we've got ducks. I don't know if you've seen them yet. We've got Muscovy. I think they're Muscovies. We used to have Muscovies. There you go. Quite a big duck. The water's starting to recede. I don't even notice the water's gone. It's a little bit lower. I don't know because we haven't really been here during the day because we keep whizzing about on the boat. But the water has receded somewhat. But the place is a bog, and we've really got to do all these walkways and stuff. You know, just so we can get made to be a lot easier to actually, so we can facilitate the work that we've got to do. As well as a massive clear up. The place is a mess. It really is a mess. It needs clean up. And some organisation, because you spend more time looking for stuff than you actually are doing stuff, and that to me doesn't make a lot of sense. Anyone who's seen my workshop it's pretty. It's not perfect, but it is quite organised. Everything has a place, and I know where everything is. Whereas here, it's like, where's that? Where's this? I mean, you're sort of hunting for stuff constantly, which is quite annoying, especially if it's just your toothbrush. Yes, I do clean my teeth whenever I can. So what's the time at the moment? Well, Graham said be back by 10. It's now 7 minutes past 10. And it's, we're in the UK. Oh my God, it's 4 o'clock in the UK. Or 7 minutes past 4. And 7 minutes past 5 in France, from where I live. Yeah. Chez Habitat. I just, in the Limousin. So he ain't back yet, but I can hear a boat. So maybe that's him, maybe it's not. I don't think it is him because it doesn't sound the same motor. No, that's not him. That's a strimmer. I tell you what is amazing here, actually. Even though we're a little island, several kilometres away from anywhere, over the water, you can hear people talking even on the other islands. You know, not clearly, obviously, but you can hear it. And obviously the monkeys. Definitely can hear the monkeys. Anyway, let's clean the rest of this out. See if we can get some more crap out of this. It's ready, so I might be able to slide a short bit of pipe in there, and then we can actually think about getting the toilet into place. The fact I managed to get all that rubbish out of there is a bonus. Let's turn it down a bit. There you go. Let's just check the chat. Oh. Early snow. You got snow in Finland already. Crikey. What's the name of my channel? My channel is called All Shorts. Oh, someone's already said it. He's All Shorts. Yes, that's me. Everyone seems to think it's because I'm short, for which I am. But the reason why my channel's called All Shorts is this particular channel, I started just doing YouTube Shorts, which is the little up to 60-second videos, just for the hell of it, really. And then I started dabbling a little bit political videos earlier this year, and it just took off. So I just carried on with it, and now I just kept the name because I sort of like it, really. And I'm short, so there you go. Only 5'7", and I think I'm shrinking. Yeah, happens to us all, I think. I don't know about you guys, but when you do manual work for most of your life, or anything physical, like for instance on building sites and stuff like that, or working with wood, there's a lot of lifting, a lot of manual motion, and your body starts falling to bits. I'm 51 now. I've got all sorts of flipping problems, little problems, but they sort of amalgamate into a big problem. Like I've got carpal tunnel syndrome. I've had the operation in both hands. I don't think you'll be able to see that, but I've got this little scar, like in the carpal tunnel area of my hand, on each hand. I don't know if you see on that one, better or not. Probably not. You might be able to. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, that's where they have to clear out the tunnel where the nerves and the tendons go through. And what happens is, if you've got carpal tunnel, there's a lot of scar tissue and what have you built up in the areas and calcification. So the surgeon has to clear the hole, basically, so the nerves and the tendons can freely move. And what happens is, if they can't freely move, tendons, was it tendons or nerves? I can't remember now. They swell. No, the tendons swell to heal at night, and you get like tingling pains. Not pain, actually, it isn't pain. Just really irritating pins and needles in your hands. And the only way you can get rid of it is like dangling it out of the bed. I would just keep waking you up all the time. It was a pain. Anyway, I had the operation, and it's loads better now. But I am supposed to be careful because it can return. What else have I got wrong with me? I suffer with fibromyalgia, which is basically just general muscle pain. That comes and goes. I haven't had it for a while, to be fair. I usually get like across the ribs, get like sort of, yeah, across just underneath your boobie area, thorax. Not thorax. What am I talking about? The diaphragm area, and yeah, so that's a bit of a nuisance, but that comes and goes. What else was it? Oh, yeah, I got plantar fasciitis. I think it's because I've got small feet. I'm fat. I buggered my feet up. So I might lose a bit of weight here, actually. I'm going to sweat it off. Oh, I've got that story about sweating it off. Oh, dear. Well, my father, well, he wasn't a bad man, but he wasn't that great either. And he voted for Brexit. You can imagine what that made me. Yes, that wasn't great. He voted for Brexit. Anyway, he died about a year later. Anyway, long story short, my mum was a bit chunky like me, yeah? Or actually, she was quite a bit chunkier than me. And she died when she was 51. And anyway, she would have been about 30, in her 30s, 35. Anyway, my dad thought in his wisdom, to help her lose weight, he's got to buy this gadget or this item from the back of like the advertiser type papers, it's just all in printed paper with loads of adverts in the back. So he bought this thing, like a lilo that you wear. It was a pair of shorts that you blow up, inflatable shorts, and they were green. Green and blue. You'll sweat that off, dear. You'll sweat that off. I thought, you, God. If I said that to my missus, she'd kill me. Especially if I went out my way and bought some inflatable shorts. You can sweat it off, dear. Because she ain't got that problem, so. Hello, Pickle. She's back again. Pickle's back. Okay, that's enough Pickle. Anyway, I'm making the assumption that I might lose a bit of weight as long as I don't keep eating Domalina's food because that is so nice. Yeah. Saying that, actually, how much that? Yeah. No, I'm digressing. And I was going to get this thing finished off, wasn't I? What else we got here? Oh, shorts. That's me. 2023. God, nothing. Oh, it's not officially saying, Steve, regarding Scott Indy Ref 2. 2023 is when S&P want. Oh, I see. Come back. That's it. S&P want. Oh, I see. It's not official. Oh, that's a pity. I wouldn't call that a carpenter's hammer. Okay, it's a little 16 hours. It's not a carpenter. It's not badly balanced, to be fair. It actually feels okay. But just a rest and handle type. Yeah, and it was only a £5. That was cheap, really cheap. That's the other thing you find here is if you're going buying anything, you go from one place to another. The price difference is ridiculous. We went to the hardware store to get this little hammer, and that was a £5. You go somewhere else, exactly the same tool, that'll be 15 something. I mean, it's massive difference. I think the thing is they realise that to go to the next hardware, it could be 20, 30, 40, 50 kilometres down the road. So it's it's not easy getting stuff. It really isn't. So especially we're feeling our feet again, and Graham himself is also feeling his feet again because he hadn't been there for a couple of years. So it's one of them things, and it's just one thing you've got to live with, you've got to deal with. So we will just start bit by bit, and we'll get a head around it, and hopefully. Oh yeah, Winston. Yeah, Caroline's been trying to watch, but when it didn't have the microphone on, I'm hoping I'm still loud enough. She was really struggling because she's got 70% hearing loss in both ears, so she wouldn't be able to hear it even with headphones on. She'd struggle. So yes, it's a bit of a problem for her. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. There we go. No, there's nothing growing on the island other than we have got some coconuts. There's plenty of coconuts scattered about, and that's about it at the moment. There are plans to do it, but at the moment it's more a case of trying to get the place habitable. Really, depends on what you consider as habitable. Jaquita. Do you mean the little bug things, Jaquita? Yeah, because they are nippy little devils. They are. The EU just care for the people. Just don't. Yeah, that's a good point, Christian. So they just the people here, they work really. The ones that are working ridiculously hard for very, very little. And I think that's what the Tories want. Quite frankly, I think they want to suppress the people, to control the people. And that's very easy to do when the people have got nothing. Yeah, it's a worry. Yeah, that is. Cheswin, it is fairly organised. It's not, like I say, isn't perfect, but it's fairly organised. My workshop. That's not thick enough to throw bars. 1 minute faces behind you. Do the buffering, really? Is the connection okay? Because I'm quite close to the router. I've had strict instructions from those above to not go too far away from the router. So I hope it's not buffed because of us. I hope we're okay. So so the surgeon did something like you're going to do now to the surge pipe. Yeah, a bit like that. Cheers, conservator. Nice greenies. Could you use those two? Yes, he did. My dad, he put that cross in the wrong box. That he did. Very much so. And everything that used to come out of his mouth was like regurgitated Nigel Farage. Yes. So that didn't go down too well, as you can imagine. Yeah, is anyone else buffering here? Audio's good. No, there's coconuts. I don't know if they're ripe or not. I haven't actually looked, but bananas. No, there's no bananas here at the moment. I think Graham did try and grow bananas here, but I think they're not here now. Put it like that. I don't think there's bananas here. I might be wrong. Oh, cheers, Nick. So Nicky Diff. Writing's so small on here. You're saying the connection is good? I know! That's exactly what I was thinking, Richard. I'm not going to get much done. What have I managed to do? I've managed to take a bit of plastic out. And how long has it been? So it's not an hour and 10. It's took me an hour and 20 minutes to remove a little bit of plastic and one board from this toilet area. I'll tell you something. If someone was working for me and that's all they managed to do, I don't think they'd be working for us for much longer. Or they'd be put on the barrow. Yeah, oh dear. It's just a bit choppy, isn't it, Nico? Okay. I think what the internet guy was saying is that where the dish is up on the roof, he's saying that the trees are a little bit in the way. As a possibility, but they don't look that much in the way to me, to be honest, for the type of system that we're using. I think it's just one of them things. I think we're going to have really good connections. Sometimes it might just drop out. It's going to be a bit up and down. Because I noticed that when I've been doing speed tests, normally you get a speed test, it kind of gets to a limit and it bounces about a little bit. But what's been happening with when I've been doing speed tests with this current connection with speedtest.net, it's been not just bouncing a little bit, it's been going bouncing forwards quite a bit. You know what I mean? So I think that the connection's a little bit uneven. I wouldn't just say the picture's great and the sound is cool. Can you see my spots? Yeah, Nigel. Yeah, who said he didn't want Romanians next door. Now he chairs. Yeah, I saw that with the tennis. Flippin' ludicrous man. Absolute ludicrous man. Evil piece of work. Can't stand him. Well, I'm sure you guys don't like him much either. Nigel Garbage. Yep, that he is, Duke. Crack to it. Back to work. Okay, I better do that. Yeah, Nigel Farage is such an he is an opportunist. Exactly what he is. He goes with the wind. It's a bit like what Michael Heseltine said about Boris Johnson. I can't remember the exact phrase, but I sometimes put on the end of my videos. But he's yeah, just goes with the wind basically. Whatever suits him to try and prove his own chances in life, and just make himself look like an even bigger hypocrite than what we already know he is. So anyway, let's carry on doing what I'm doing. Let's put you over here. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. Right, one last little bit to come off there. Now we'll move these pieces here. And ideally, you need to find a little bit of pipe. I don't know if I'm about to remove any of this grey stuff. Maybe. I don't think it's worth even trying, to be honest. So then we've got all this crap around here. That ain't very helpful. Yeah, these screws just too rotten to be able to attempt to get them out. They don't pull. It's pulled out. There you go. So you can see there, it's just completely rotted around the actual screw. It's not the right screw for the job. It should be stainless steel. But there you go, or galvanised at least. Stainless steel is better. The only thing problem with stainless steel screws is they tend to be softer. A2 standard. A2 or A? Oh, anyway. Yeah, they can actually ring off, especially when you're trying to screw. You're trying to screw a long screw like that. You've got a lot of, when you get to the first part when it's driving into the wood or screwing into the wood. There's a lot of torsion twist across the screw, and if the screw's too soft, it just twist and break off. Which isn't very helpful at all. Anyway, so what I'm going to do next, I think, I'm going to put that toilet together and wait until I come back with the bits. Then we put a little short bit of pipe in there and fit the collar. So what's going to happen is this here is going to be fitting in here like so, way around like that, and then we're going to have another short piece of pipe like so, yeah, and that's going to link this to that piece of pipe in there like so. Now I can't cut a bit of pipe at the moment because that is something else Graham's supposed to be getting. I hope he hasn't forgot. It should be on his list on his phone. It's a hacksaw blade. We've got a hacksaw, but we ain't got a hacksaw blade, as in it's completely and utterly rusted. So yeah, so it's going to go on there like so. Obviously the other piece of wood will be screwed back into place. And then that wax thing I showed you, we go onto the bottom. This thing I can show you again. Was replaced onto the bottom of the toilet, and then that will then make a seal onto that. I think it's a ridiculous system, but there you go. Who am I to argue? So I'm going to get the toilet and we'll put it together. Just unboxing. Got my knife. I've got my knife. Oh, I've got a knife. Ta-da! My liquid. The toilet's down here. Already, I'm kind of unboxed it. I need a knife. Right, take it out of there. Flatten the box. Use the box to protect the toilet. These are a little bit different to UK toilets because how high up this bends here. If you've ever been to this area, you'll notice that the bowl has always seemed to have be like half full of water. So if someone's is let the yellow mellow, and you want to go and have a drop, a number 2 or something, you get backsplash. Not pleasant. You get a wet ring. No, not a great idea. So anyway, so this here, that is what the wax seal goes on to. I think it's the size of a pipe. My God, Graham's won't go through that. Never. What size is that? What's that about? 2.5 inches? No, about 2.5 inches. Tom, you've got, Graham, you're gonna have to pinch it a bit more often. That you are. He's gonna have to squeeze off soon and create pellets like sheep or goat. We used to have goats and sheep. Haven't anymore. We rehomed them. I hope they're still okay. Yeah, and they used to leave pellets. I mean, the thing we found with the sheep is they were lovely. Come out like about 6 when the sun starts to go down. They go loopy. They go like jumping all over the place and like bouncing around. Even Ruby, and she was huge. Ruby was. I think actually Graham put that on the website. Actually, Ruby got a picture of me sharing Ruby on the JinjaVision.com website, and she was massive. She just bounced around all over the place. She was a funny sheep. She was. She really was. There we were, Christmas dinner. No, she wasn't Christmas. No, we did not have mouton. We didn't have sheep for Christmas dinner. No. But Ruby decided she wanted to come for Christmas dinner. Yes. So there we all were as a family at the Christmas table. And all of a sudden, let's put this camera down for a second. All of a sudden, just say what I'm going to do. There we go. Lum. Yeah. I'm going to say it again. All of a sudden, the door flies open. Our back door that leads on to our deck. And there was Ruby on her hind legs like that. And all of a sudden she went, FUD! And she was a big sheep. She actually had 5 lambs in one sitting, she did. 5 lambs. I think the record's 6. So yeah, she was a bit of a prize, she was. Anyway, she's still, I'm pretty certain she's still okay. So anyway, yes. Anyway, Ruby, our sheep, came to Christmas dinner. Anyway, we bottle fed. She was very friendly because we bottle fed. She was a little tiny little lamb that I knew when we first got her, and I knew when we first got little Ruby, and she was hilarious. Because she'd be in the house, literally in the house. Wasn't a great idea. That was a mistake. So we created a little pen for her in the corner of our kitchen. Needless to say, sheep, they poo and pee. There's nothing you can do about it, and they'll do it anywhere. That's it. That'll do. Yeah, a bit like Graham Hughes. And and you just how can I say it? Yeah. She had this habit of going behind the fire with a wood burning stove, and she'd go behind the wood burning stove and literally burn herself on the stack pipe. So one side of her little fleece always had this like brown mark down the side of the fleece. I'm trying to stop them doing it. It was a nightmare. So yeah, she was oh yeah, the turd girth. Someone's gone about turd girth. That's obviously in reflection to that toilet. I bet turd girth isn't as big as an issue with the terrible sweating you have. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Oh, yeah. Hemorrhoids, yeah, good point, yeah. All that stuff is squeezed down, wasn't it? Yeah, that's I feel a bit what did you say, Lee? What's Lee to say? Have you seen the potty training cows in... No, I haven't. You are kidding me. Lee, they're trying to potty train cows in Germany? Really? How the hell do you... Cows, actually, you're never going to get a cow on a potty. They shit horizontal. It's like projectile. And I know that. How else do they get a cow pat on my side of the fence? Huh? They're not climbing over the fence and then laying one. No. They're firing it over the fence. Projectile poop. Cow poop. It's like liquid it is. You don't want to get in the way of it. It's like muck spreading. Shh. When they smells doors. And there's no. Okay, it's enough poo. Anyway, ballistic poop. That is yes, cow poop is definitely ballistic poop. I'm sure people have seen cows poo before. And cows are actually really, really friendly. The bulls aren't so much, but the cows can be really, really, especially the young cows. The older ones get a bit more nervous. Obviously, they become less naive, I suppose. But the young cows can be really, really... Oh, if you've seen one of my videos, quite often I've got cows behind me, and they're really, I'm like the cow whisperer. I'm rambling, aren't I? I am rambling a bit really. You can't beat a sit-down wee. Oh, now, to be fair, in my house, because I told you earlier, we have composting toilets. Yeah, they're commercial units, so they're proper things. But you're not supposed to stand up and pee in them. No, because they've got like a separator thing in them. So you have to sit down and pee. So what do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like, men behaving badly, and I'm going to have a urinal in the house. So I did. I got an urinal, a urinal in our shower room downstairs. Yeah, it's good for the men. You haven't got to sit down and pee. So that we find a tree? No? Okay. I bet none of you got a urinal. No. Not like me. I got a urinal. Oh dear. Kill the ladies. It's quite hard to keep up with the chat, isn't it? And sit down. Ballistic poop. I haven't set. Yes, Jeff. That is something I definitely want to do. I need some ideas. Yeah, it can. See, I'll tell you what, Graham. He's got a thing about his personal space. So anything that invades his personal space. Yeah. Definitely got to do something. Got to come up with something. I'm going to come up with something and plan it. Yeah. What prank? Ballistic poop. Yep, we know about the ballistic poop. Let's go back. See if I missed anybody. Turd in the big. Nope, we done that one. The German men sit down to do a number one. Do they? I didn't realise that, Jay. Is that so? It's common in Germany to sit down and wee for number one. Was it number two? Number one, yeah, for wee. I didn't realise. What we fell off the right? No, I don't want to do with that. No, end up with that bucket of water down there. That's not water. There's a water butt down there. You can see that, and that's where all the washing's been done. And I've been like skinny washing my bits and stuff. You know, you get fungal infections if not. I don't want that. No mushrooms down there, thank you. Right. No, I don't want there. I'll try not to do that. Johnny. Poop less solid. So Lee said maybe that's why they eat that spicy chili sauce to make you poop less solid. Maybe that's what it's for. I have to admit that chili sauce is awesome. It's not any hotter than Tabasco, but it's got a lovely kind of tanginess to it. It's fermented. Tabasco's fermented, isn't fermented chili sauce, but it's fermented. I don't know if they put anything else, whatever else they put in it, but it's really nice. It's like peri. Not peri. No, not peri. It's better than that. It's really good stuff. I've got to admit, I want a recipe. Is what I want. Yes, we do need to eat prunes, Winston. I'll advise Graham when he gets there that he needs to eat prunes. Yes, and I'm not sure they understand the principle anyway of fall of the pipe. Now, I don't know if you realise this. All right. Bit of information for I'd be getting more work, shouldn't I? But a bit of information. Pipe work. For soil pipe work. For your poop to travel along. Now, when you get a floater, you want it to float. Now, you need water for it to float. So your pipe is floating down the pipe. Your poop, your turd, is floating down the pipe. Trundle along as it does. But what if it's got no water? Oh. It gets stuck. So what you have to do is you have to make sure when you lay all your pipes for your waste pipes, they have to be at the right angle. If they're too steep, the water rushes away and the poop stays left behind. If they're too shallow, well, they don't move at all. So you've got to get your fall correct on your pipe work. Generally, I don't think they practice that here. It's more luck than judgment, I would say. Yes. Just chuck more water down. That'll be right. Force it through. If not, use a plunger. Like Deuce Bigelow. Get the goldfish bowl. Yeah, and all that job. All that jazz. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm going on again. Let's see. It's, shopping for wood. That's right. They are. Graham is shopping for wood. I did tell a lie earlier. Jay, I was saying that I tied them up in the mangroves because he was getting on my nerves. But no, It wasn't the case. I lied. But yeah, it was supposed to be back here about 10, and I thought that was a little bit of an exaggeration, because the boat that they've I'm sorry for repeating myself, but the boat that they borrowed is need to be back by 11, because Ishmael's father, who owns the boat, needed the boat back. But they're not back yet. I think I was asking a bit much, considering everything they want to go and buy. It's not just the wood. There's loads of sundries and other auxiliary type stuff they need. Maybe they'll come back with an outboard. I doubt it. What else? Who else? Did you get a toilet seat, Chris? Now, we panicked about that last night, because Graham was quite clear he actually did ask for the toilet seat when buying the toilet. But when we got back, we couldn't find the toilet seat. No. And luckily, where was the toilet seat? It was in with the toilet. So what they've done is they open the box up, they put the toilet seat in with the box and take the box back up. So yes, we have got a toilet seat. It's a rubbishy old toilet seat, but it's a toilet seat nevertheless. So yes, we don't have to fall down, but there's no risk of falling down through that little tiny pipe. No. In fact, I think our turds are going to be standing to attention, because it's never going to get around that bend, and it's never going to get around through that hole. If it does, well, that'll be interesting. Maybe it's got to do a little wiggle on the way down. Okay, that was a bit much. Dear me. Right, what else we got going on here? Turd girth would be a problem. Yes, we covered that. I'm watching this at work and trying not to laugh at the splashback references. Well, you must have done it before. I'll tell you the worst things on the boats. On the Norfolk Broads, I used to spend a lot of time in Norfolk Broads, because I like boats, and my father's a boat builder, so often I'll be helping my dad, trundling about. And also, I used to help out at Hart's Cruises on River Green, if anybody knows that, in Thorpe St Andrew. And they used to have these toilets called Thunderboxes. Basically, they had a lot of Elson blue in them. And you have to open the flap up so you can do your business, and you have this pump thing on the side. And it kind of regurgitates, it sort of mashes up all the poop and sort of recycles it back into the box. Disgusting things. But there's all this Elson blue everywhere, which is that really dark blue stuff. You might have seen it in, like, if you've got a caravan or something like that, like a porta potty type stuff they put in a porta potty. And you've got to be really careful, because you come out of there, you end up with like blue spots all over your ass. You don't want blue spots on your ass, and then go to the doctor or the hospital. Well, then they'll keep you in. That's no good. No. But like the old site toilets, or the ones you have at the festivals and what have you. Yeah, great, aren't they? There's some evil bugger, saying no names, tips it over while you're sitting on it. They were the days. Sorry, can't remember your name. Okay, I digress. Come back again. Sorry about that. I accidentally minimised you. Sorry. Okay, have we got anything that excellent? They're excellent drying towels. Who would forbid warm towels? I saw them pipes the other day all over. Yes, you're right, Winston. Yes, the pipes are literally just running in all different directions, no logic whatsoever. It's, yeah, not exactly a swan neck. No. Yeah, they're pretty dire, to be fair. But then again, to be fair, it's kind of how things are done here. And like Graham was saying to me, nothing is permanent. It's everything. There's constant titillation. Now, like for instance, the gutters, the usual kind of half-round gutters you'd get, or even the little square ones. The gutters on this building are actually a piece of 4-inch pipe with a split in them, and they've been bent over the edge. I can show you actually. Been bent over the edge of the corrugated iron. So if you look at the corrugated iron on the roof here, that white thing there is actually a 4-inch piece of pipe, and there's been a split put all the way along that 4-inch piece of pipe, and it's been prized over the edge of the actual roof. And you can probably see it if I bring that camera over here, I'll use my phone, Graham's phone actually. Oh, that's what I could have dropped it, didn't I? You can see the split in the top of that pipe. Now there's a reason why they do it like that. There's a lot of problems with like birds and stuff and debris and stuff going into the gutters and blocking the gutters, and that stops it. So it's actually quite a clever idea if you're using a tin roof. So I'll get you around there so I'm not in the silhouette. So it is, yeah, it does. It's not really how you would say, or you always say that's how it's done, but that's just how it's done here. So you sort of go with the flow, I suppose. And that does work. To be fair to it, it does work. And it's got these bits of rebar being bent round into like gutter bracket. So it's a bit higgledy piggledy, but I don't see that as a problem, to be honest. As long as it works. But ideally, you want your poop to be able to get through the pipe. So you need the right fall. And you need a hole it can get through. So it surprises me how small that hole is on this toilet. That it is. Very, very surprising, in fact. So yes, not great. I don't know whether to fit the cistern onto this toilet now or actually wait. So I'm gonna put it together. Should we put it together? Let's put it together. At least they'll feel I've done something other than jabber, jabber, jabber. Right, I'm going to do it in the doorway there. Yes. Alright, there we go. Let's get to it. Right, so that is our toilet. I'll show you what's happening with that. So what I'm going to do is flip that around. I've had no idea. Do you think, regarding the poo girth, what if we had the stitch put in the rectum? Would that solve it? So the hole's smaller. Yeah, that might work, mightn't it? Yeah, that'll do. We'll try that. Right, I need a cistern. Now the cistern is not going to be plumbed up at the moment. I'm just putting the cistern on so it's there ready. You can't plumb the cistern. We're going to have to use a bucket to start with because there's no water pump, and that's another story. Water pump that was in the house downstairs, mounted down in the garage downstairs. If that's what it is. It's actually a boat was his old Sherflow, sort of pressure sensitive boat pump, quite often used in caravans and motorhomes as well. It's not really designed for a house. You're never going to get the right water pressure for that. That's my opinion. It's up to Graham if he agrees or not. What you could do is say, it's a pump with a pressure vessel with a switch. So it's got a bladder inside. So you can get up to. He doesn't need huge pressure, but you get up to 2 bar. That'd be enough. Let's take this out of this box. It's got your cisterny bits inside. There you go. Don't know if it's worthwhile putting together or not, really, at the moment. Seems like a silly idea to me, but I know you wanted to. Anyway, you can store the bits anyway. I'll put the bits put it together. And we'll do the same again with this box. I'll put it use that in my bench. What type of seals have we got? This is a coupling seal. That you'll sit basically on that hole at the back there. If you can see that. You see that okay? There you go. So that'll be sitting on that little hole there. Which don't need just yet. Let me have a device that allows. That's an interesting idea. Okay. It's not exactly a siphon pump. Oh, fab. Okay, that's how it's done here, I suppose. And then we have the valve arrangement. God, that's cheap and nasty. That's an interesting idea as well. But instead of having the ball trap you normally have, it's you're relying on air being trapped underneath there. So what happens if eventually that gets a load of water in it and there's no air in it? Not enough air to lift that valve. Yeah, okay. And we've got this bit. What the earth is that bit for? It's not what I'm used to. And then we've got the lever. Got a tiny little baby lever here. Which then would then activate this bit here. I imagine. Oh, I don't want to talk about that on this bit. Ugh. Yeah, that lever attached to that. That doesn't let the water gush through. So, yeah. I can hear a boat. Don't know if it's Graham or not. It might be, it might not. Normally what I do is when I install anything like this, I'll then put a bit of silicone around it, but it isn't necessary. They may be coming, they may be not. Is it them? I wonder. Sounds like the boat. That's the toilet seat. Well, the coupling. That's the coupling for the system to the. It's what you call a close coupled toilet. So when the system, which is this, is attached, fixed to the actual toilet, we call it close coupled. I'm sure some plumbers will tell me, "Dad, how are you called it all? You're talking rubbish. Talking for a stoning instead." Oh, everything seems so flimsy. Maybe that's why he's using low pressure stuff. Just some water pump bars, I do know. Back there. Got to make sure we put this in. You've got access to those two holes in the back there. You don't want to make it so you can't. Yeah, if I put this across here like so, you're not going to get to those holes and there's fixings, are you, to do your close couple toilet. I've got a feeling that's them. Is it them? I wonder. Oh, if it is, we might go and greet them. Just got to go on there like so. And this. Yeah. You don't actually have to have any silicone or anything on these because these are soft foam. I don't like the idea, and this is really flimsy stuff. If you over tighten that, you'll just wreck it. It'll be broken. It just won't do. There's another hole in the corner here. You can see my finger poking through. Like there. Hello, hello. Ooh, ooh. Okay. I'll put that in there like so. Still there, look. Everything's flimsy. Why can't we have brass? They're all brass ones. I used to hold together, they did. There's a... Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I don't actually have any water pump guys. I'm a bit concerned over tightening these anyway. This is the one that's like to leak. If that leaks, it's not too much of a problem because you can still get to it even though it's close coupled. That one shouldn't be a problem. Any leaks around here should end up in the toilet. But what I mean is your toilets could constantly be filling with water all the while. So you don't want that to leak. But you can't over tighten that. No, nothing's. Yeah, it's a bit. So it's on a bit on the thin side. So you almost tighten that anyway. A bit of wood. I've got to. Well, I think that might be Graham Hughes. Epic explorer, been to every single country in the world without flying. Yeah, that's them. He just shouted me. I've been beckoned. I'm like his bitch. I can hear you! I'm a coming! I'm like your pit chihuahua. I can't come over there with a cam. What doggy comes? The back one? I hope we don't lose signal. Oh dear. Oh, he's gone to the dry dock. Well, it's supposed to be dry dock. Nothing seems that dry anymore, as you can see. So this is why I don't think it's a very good idea to put the batteries in there, because it's full of water all the time. Yeah. Here he comes. Over there somewhere. I know, but I'll lose connection. I know. I hope I don't lose connection. See what I mean? He's bossy, isn't he? He is bossy. I'm in the back one. It's like I need a teleport or something. He beckons you and you've got to be there. Just instant. Just that. I'm sort of dicing with death here. Walking through a bog, I'll be lost forever.
Right, when you go back to the house, I'll bring this stuff along.
Oh, no, I'm live now. I'm okay.
I've been watching you on the YouTube.
Oh, no! Watching me? Oh, bugger! Did I do anything wrong? Probably. Now, I've got a really good excuse at the minute. I can't help. Because, well, if I go any closer, I'm going to lose connection. Oh, it's a brilliant excuse. What do you say? I think so. Now, let's see what we've got going on here. Who's been leaving anything? Oh, we had super chat. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, cheers, Jay. Brilliant, man. What do you say there? Have a... Oh, cheers. Have a tenner. Tell Graham. What, am I the daddy? Yeah, that's what you mean, isn't it? Am I the daddy? Or are you saying Graham's the daddy? Oh dear. I bet Graham has beached a boat so he can Skype off. Yeah. No, he's just turned up. Graham's just turned up, you know. What else going on here? Warm towels, luxury. Ooh. Putting the loo. Pooh Brothers, that's it. Like the Blue Brothers. Pooh Brothers. Mark does look a bit flush. What, hot and sweaty and sticky and smelly? Is that what you mean by flush? Probably. What happened to all the stuff flushed down the toilet? Does everything go into the sea? No, it doesn't. It goes into a mangrove, but there's it's like a how to put it first goes into a tank, a septic tank, and then it has a little process, does its thing there, and then from that, the outfall then goes into a like a leach field. So it's a bit like a sand filter kind of arrangement via this pipe here, as you can see. So it's not. It needs to be brand actually meant. We need to redo it. So only thing I would say is it's actually surprising how little volume there is in your feces. It's not your water. Believe me, I know, because we've got compost and toilets. The amount of compost that we produce is absolutely tiny. Our family comes over, and even when we had two of our kids living in France with us, over the course of the year, we'd have one composter, if that. Probably not even that, to be honest. Once it's fully rotted down, it'd be half. It's crazy. They are actually, I don't know if you realise this, in France, are allowed to. So, like, for instance, your washing water and all that sort of stuff, they're very concerned about. And you have to have a system for that. So that's one of the main reasons that we will be installing in France a Foss septic, which is basically a septic tank. There's a couple of systems we can do, but yeah, that's another story. I imagine they're trying to offload. I can't get any closer because I'll lose connection, so I'm a bit concerned about that. I can't do that, so I can Skype. It's my turn to Skype. He's left me holding the fort, hasn't he? I hope I ain't been too boring. I probably haven't, I. I know. I've had that conversation already. What Graham's argument was is that the toilet that he had, which quite frankly is not ideal. He had a composting toilet here, and the flies were a real problem. This chat thing's annoying. But he disappearing. That's back again. Yeah, we are in the tropics here. But you have to remember that it's not that simple. So it's humidity and heat and flies, not a great combo. And poo. Yeah, if you get any closer, I'll lose it. Okay, that's what I wanted to get you. Say hi. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Welcome, welcome. Have I got booze for you?
Boobs?
Booze.
Oh, boobs. I thought you said boobs. I know he's got boobs. I saw him earlier. I managed to get the pipe without damaging it. I managed to get the pipe out without damaging it.
Oh, brilliant.
So that's a good sign, isn't it, eh?
I mean, we've got a few extra pipes we don't need.
What you just said is that means we've got a few extra bits of pipe that we don't need though, because I managed to do it without it. Oh, I'd love a beer. Hot and sweaty and stickies, me. I'm sure you're hot and sticky, sweaty. Okay, you can say it now. Are you hot and sticky, sweaty?
I got you a keepers.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, good bid for that,
I
aren't you?
got you a collar.
Oh, got a collar. Okay, join her. Let's look at this little box
Got
of
you a
tricks.
bend, so you
Oh,
can go around the bend.
well.
I've got you some linseed oil.
Oh, you got tech. Good, tech wood. You get in.
Why is the picture like really jumpy? I was watching
far.
it back and I thought that it was just my, signal on the water, but it's really,
It's jumpy on there. It's something I've done.
it's like really low.
It's a bit rate too low. I've
The
had.
frame rate. It's the frame rate because look at
I haven't
my
touched
hand.
it. I haven't touched anything. I've only touched the.
Hi, everyone.
Chat. Yeah, he looks hot and sweaty and fed up.
Me?
He's got some toys though.
Sweaty. I've never. Listen, we got you some fork handles.
Fork handles. You say fork handles?
Fork handles with some hose. No, I got you some
Yeah,
hinges.
yeah,
they're not the dirty hinges that you wanted.
But they'll do. We'll
Got
make
some
them work.
T-hinges.
We'll make them work. They can always be replaced later.
They only had an 8-incher.
We call them butt hinges.
He wanted 14 inches. That's what he wanted. He only got 8.
I know.
Disappointed.
I should be
And then
happy
he had
with
one.
8, really, shouldn't I?
They only had one pair. Got you some more
Oh,
of them.
excellent. Nice one.
But you might need that. And this
And the
for your
brush.
linseed
Oh,
oil.
ooh, lovely. Ooh, he's getting all
We're
saucy.
gonna grease you up with that later.
Oh, lovely.
We've got
Wow. Oh God.
lots of nails.
Yep. Galvanised as well. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
galvanised. Well, they're going to probably go on the boat dock. And then we've got loads of little screws.
Excellent.
Couple of
Yeah,
extra
that's perfect.
screws.
Nice one.
You can always go back into town if there's anything we need. But
And a pencil. A carpenter's pencil. Is that a treat?
I don't know. I didn't even know that was in there.
Oh.
Maybe we stole it. I don't know.
Oh,
We've
and you
also
got your D. Oh, that is so.
blue.
That's-
Blue.
That's the stuff I've been nibbling at earlier with my teeth to get the actual pipe out.
Let's see if we can get the picture quality a bit better here.
Yeah. I haven't touched anything.
No,
I'm getting blamed now for being jumpy, apparently.
it's not your fault.
Yeah, you said it was.
It's just the
Yeah, I
phone's
thought
a
you were
bit.
blind.
It's just the
Yeah,
phone's a
I'm
bit
upset
crap.
now.
It's just the phone's a bit crap, I think. But yeah, sorry for you watching this and it's kind of jumpy.
I suppose it wasn't a problem because when I was up there on the tripods and stuff, it was fixed, and it's only them nattering.
No, but when you were putting the toilet in there and you were putting the cistern on top,
Yeah.
it was jumpy. Like,
Oh, right. I might,
so
yeah, okay.
if you're
Bit rate
watching,
must be really low then.
yeah. If you're watching, oh look, there we go. We've got the Marco Polo.
That's what I feel. There was about 60 to 65 on there.
It's not a carpenter's pencil unless it's soggy on the end. Must be an Android phone, says Dan Fry. Yeah, of course. We got the dirty Mac brigade having a go at us.
Yeah.
Let's turn up the brightness a little bit. Yeah, it's my old phone, which I left at Marcus. I needed my phone
They didn't trust me.
to play Pokemon Go.
Yeah. They were worried I got to knock it off the thingy into the water earlier.
What?
Yeah, someone said you're going to knock it off the ledge in a minute.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Thank you for the super chat so far. Right, so we're going to grab some more of the wood and things. We've got loads of things to bring over.
They've been
We've
very
got to
chatty.
fix this stairway, which is all rotten, and it's also missing a piece here. So we're going to close a few of the background lamps. I don't think this is going to be
No,
a
you closed
nightmare,
them
isn't
off.
it? Yeah, I think
Before you left, you closed them all.
I think I closed. What we'll do is we'll keep this one going, and then when we stop for lunch, we'll give everyone a break and we'll come back on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to take that stuff up and I'll carry the rest of the stuff over with
Oh God.
with this man? Oh man, so hot.
It's hot and sticky.
Oh, bad news as well, mate.
What's that?
The inverter's gone and so is the
Oh no!
controller.
Oh, they get sold or something.
Apparently the old owner left and the new owner took over and there was some, I don't know, argy-bargy and it went. So,
That's a shame.
yeah. So if anyone wants to drop a super chat in, pay for a solar controller, I'd be really appreciated. Really appreciated.
Oh dear. Right, I'm gonna point you back up here. I'm gonna bring the stuff up. So we've got our solvent adhesive. This is a blue one for the pipe. There's a PVC one. See, the stuff we use ABS in the UK. This is PVC adhesive. So it's a different type of stuff. Don't know why, but it is. Normally, in the UK, you'd use PVC pipe for all the push fit type stuff, wouldn't you? So it's a bit different. All right, I'm gonna put you on my tripod, and you're gonna have to watch my fat body go up and down these stairs, bringing stuff in. Isn't that exciting? No, you want me to? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, look at that thing. Hey, you can get a view of the place now. That it is actually beautiful, really. It's look at that. That is pretty gorgeous, really, isn't it? There you go. Pretty as a picture. But let's bring the negative. Need to. There you go. Apart from the flooding. The flooding's not very helpful. I'll tell you, I'm going to put you up there because you still see me. Or see us. See, that's little Ishmael's family there. Look. They're washing on the line. Funny. I do. Let me bring this stuff up. We need it. Dodgy stairs. Got nails. Screws. Got hinges. Nails, screws, and hinges. Well, I like a bit of good nailing. I like a bit of nailing and a bit of screwing. I mean, come on. Don't get the wrong idea, saucy. Can't take you anywhere, can we?
Marcus, there might be children watching this.
I haven't said anything. It's innuendo. What about my nails and my screws? Right, we've got some pipe fittings here, which we might need, we might not now. Because I managed to peel it apart and I just got told off. Being saucy. It's innuendo. They won't know what I mean. Look at who. Just proves he hasn't been watching my videos, has he? He obviously doesn't know what I'm like. I've got a feeling this is not actually, see, I've got a feeling that's actually a varnish, but I'm not 100% certain. I don't think that's a linseed. I'll trap the water in. Be careful.
Hello.
Cut the siding. You don't put it up there, do you? Yeah. Cut it down there.
Sit down here. Oh man. That was a mission.
What's there?
Where's that facing? Is it looking out?
It's just looking out there. If you give me come up, it's not looking at the stairs, man. We'll see it in a minute.
Hey.
Can I?
Hi. Hello. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Ginger Island. We have a lot of work to do. We'll be back.
You sound a bit out of breath, mate. You okay?
All good.
Right, we need some trestles. That's what we could do, mate. Some trestles. Some sawhorses. Right, here we go.
Whoa. Look at the size of this.
You're bragging now, aren't you? You're bragging.
This is Marcus's poop chute.
Yeah, the only thing is, I've been explaining to him the little tiny hole it has to go through first. It's like a dive in the toilet.
What?
It's not that big. Yeah, that's about 50 mil. It's tiny. You're going to have to make sure you pinch it off like a rabbit.
Okay, will do. That's all? Got it? Okay. Hi, Pickle. Hello, Pickle. Hello, girl. Where are you going? Oh.
Have you got that? Hey, Phil.
Well, hello, everybody in YouTube land. Welcome, welcome.
I hope I've been holding the fort okay.
You've been holding the fort great, mate. We've been watching you over on.
Oh no, all the things I said about you.
I know, it's great. All true as well. All true. Dan Fry says hello. Sorry about the frame rate. We'll sort that out in a moment when I go to my phone. Might be overheating. The phone might be
Yeah, I'll
overheating.
just put that on charge for you.
Yeah. Has it got much
It's
charge
warm.
left?
The phone itself is warm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it might be on my board it is.
Might be taking
processor's getting a bit...
it out of it, like having to process all this live
Yeah.
information.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so what time is it?
11 past 11 our time. So
11 past 11.
our time.
That's not bad. We were aiming for 11 o'clock back here. That's pretty good. There's going to be a tripod more on here.
You want to put your shoes on, mate. You need to put them away.
Do you think you'll be able to cope with 5 more weeks of Marcus's double entendres? What do you reckon? Can I put up with his doubles?
Oh, I did tell them all I'd actually tied you up in mangroves to be nibbled by the teachers.
You just got to put fire on there, mate. Put fire on.
Yeah.
So, just to explain, can you move back a little bit, please, Marcus?
Okay,
So I can join you.
Oh.
Can you reuse these pieces, or?
I'll go back in here. That's fine. I just so I could get to it.
It was just so it gave a little bit more.
That's fine. Use it again.
Because I was a bit worried about the size of the hole in this piece of wood, and then that bit there was a bit small when I put this in originally. But if you're happy with it, put it back.
Well, I managed to get the one out, so
Yeah.
I don't mind. It's
bloody expensive stuff, though. This stuff here.
wood.
Yeah.
That's like Douglas fir, though. It's obviously Douglas fir or hemlock.
I bought, if you want 20 foot of that, it's $60.
I'm not surprised.
$60 for one plank of wood. So we got 3 16 foots. Came to about.
It's pretty pricey.
It's about 170 for 16 foot. 3 of them. Yeah, not cheap.
There you go. It's a cheap staircase.
It is cheap for a staircase.
Yeah.
Yes, it is actually. That's a good way. That's a good way of thinking about it. So.
Especially if I'm making it.
So should we? You said it's 10 past 11.
Yeah, it's about 11 past.
Should we switch phones? Should we switch phones so we don't have this lag?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll start on our next bit. We were going to break for lunch, but we won't be able to do that for an hour. So, unless you want to break for lunch now.
I'm fine.
Until everyone will come back at 12.
God,
Got a super chat. Got a super chat. Thanks, Jay. Please look into a trompe. It might be a blessing if you can engineer
yeah,
it.
it's something like the waste system you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what we were going to do is I used to have a leech field, so it was
Loads of leeches.
loads of leeches. Yeah, I was actually.
That's another one. That's another two shots.
So you have like one pipe in the middle, and then you have these smaller
That's right.
pipes coming off, and they all have holes. You drill holes in it, and it just slowly leaches the clear effluent water out of the tank. When the tank becomes solid and full, you either have to, hoover it all out,
Yeah,
suck it all out,
how do you get the hair, though? Thing?
or you just build a platform on top of it and pretend it's not there.
Oh. Or you cut the top off, put loads of glass on it, and evaporate it off, so it ends up into dust.
There's glass on top. But wouldn't that stink?
No, we'll sting. I'm not saying it's not sting. I'll just say it'll dry
Oh,
out.
okay.
I'm not that fussy. I just had my nose down your poop hole.
Is that? Excuse me. Is that?
That poop hole.
Oh, that one. Okay.
I don't know what it is. I say things and people get the wrong idea.
They do.
Why is that?
It's
I thought that
because
was
you
nails.
sound like you're in a Carry On movie.
Oh dear.
Well, I did call this one, didn't I? Carry On up the Khazi.
You do that.
So I'll set you up there.
I think
Mate.
much done to be. I was just keep talking all the while.
That's all right.
That's all
People are watching. You got to keep them
I've
entertained.
sacked someone by now.
Yes, please. Thank you very much, Ishmael. Thanks, Domelina. That's Ishmael asking if I want some breakfast. It's 11 o'clock. I've not had anything to eat. I probably need something to drink. Is it beer o'clock yet?
I suppose it is, isn't it?
People are watching this going, no, Graham, don't drink a beer. You'll die of dehydration. But
Yeah.
alcohol, it's
It
got...
just sweats out of you. Everything
sweats out
just
of
sweats straight out of you. It sweats out so much. If we rub up against each other, right?
Can't spoon on
He-
that one.
No, well, if we do, Graham, he'll get all like dizzy in the head. He'll take all my alcohol.
Absorb it by
Yeah.
osmosis.
Yeah, by osmosis.
Like an amoeba. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
dear.
plan. But yeah, I keep getting like so much salt in my eyes. I mean, obviously I'm on the salt water going out, but then sweat. I need your eyebrows, mate. Can I borrow your eyebrows?
He's trying to got bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, he's got bushy
I
eyebrows.
actually clip on my eyebrows.
He looks like the,
What would it be like if I didn't clip them? I'd be like Dennis Haley.
he looks like the evil little brother of the Hood from Thunderbirds. You're the baddie in Thunderbirds.
No, that's Andy Burnham. I told you, that's Andy Burnham. His
Marcus.
eyebrows are like caterpillars, they move.
Marcus, the lesser known Gallagher brother.
No, I'm more like Robbie Williams, mate.
Oh, Abby.
Yeah, angels. No, okay.
Is that like in Twins where one of them turned out like Arnold Schwarzenegger and the other one's Danny DeVito? How did that work? I don't know. It's a movie. Don't worry about that, Austin. You just have a jolly good time. So should we switch cameras? Let's see what people are saying. Is it bothering you, the frame rate, or would you prefer, Graham, you better wait until you go to town if you get constipated. Is it better that we start a new stream?
Talking about your hole in your toilet.
Is it better that we start a new stream, or should we continue on? Vote now. We're just going to stand here until someone says start again. Oh wow! People are watching and saying get bladdered and build a Trump. Thanks, Jay, for the £5 super chat. Danfez, start a new stream. Bearbeck says no good. Continue. So we got 2 saying all good. We've got 1 saying to continue. Going. I don't mind the frame rate. The voices come over perfectly. New stream, says Christian.
Oh, since you've been back,
work faster. The frame rate will compensate. We're not doing anything at the moment. We're just talking to the camera. Stop wearing dark colours in the sun, says just me and you video. Well, but the thing is, no,
he'll burn. He keeps moaning about his burning.
No, I can wear a white t-shirt, but it just gets dead dirty, dead quick. Whereas this is filthy, but you can't really tell.
I've already caught it on his nails sticking out here. I've always got a hole in my t-shirt.
You go to a hot country, a lot of people wear dark colours. The Tuareg people, don't they? They wear dark colours in Africa, in the Sahel.
Get all your salt stains.
Women in the Middle East wear dark, like coloured, like burqas and things.
That's true.
Dress. Nuns in the Middle East wear dark colours as well.
It's a bit fancy, isn't it, really, this dark colour thing, do you think? I don't think it makes you hot, does it? If you're hot,
I get to a point where I can't get any hotter. So.
Well, you're as saucy as me, you're always hot, you know.
But I'm all right. I can walk around in the tropics in me jeans and I'm all right. Oh, look at this. Muchas gracias. Well, bread and is this coffee or tea? Okay, muchas gracias. Yeah, I've got tea and breakfast. Tell you something, I'm going to the fridge, take a cold beer and watch you sweating.
It is really hot. It is really hot.
It is insane here.
You get used to it though. As long as I don't start getting, sweaty bits and they start getting fungal infections like mushrooms growing. As long as I pick them and eat them. I mean, as long as I keep it clean, it'll be fine.
This is a sandwich.
Oh, you got a sandwich?
Yeah, it's a sandwich. Look at that. It's got cheese in it. And I've got a bit of meat to dip it in.
I can't take you anywhere, can you? We never go to a restaurant with Graham.
No. All right, tell you what. Let's have a break.
I can't really do a break. I've been talking constantly.
You don't have to talk. You can just do your work.
But I keep seeing chat come out. I feel compelled.
Feel compelled.
I feel compelled.
Let me know what Graham was doing on his travels, checking out foreign chicks in dark clothing. Oh, it's the dark clothing that does it for me.
Oh, saucy.
check out the black top on her. But yeah, no. I don't think I've got any colourful t-shirts this time.
What, like Hawaiian t-shirts?
No, I don't have any Hawaiian t-shirts.
You got like Hawaiian boxer shorts on.
No, I don't. My boxer shorts are actually black as well.
What about Mankini? You got that? It's bought as Mankini to wear it later.
I'm like the man in black. I'm like Johnny Cash coming. Johnny Cash on holiday in the tropics.
Keep that chili sauce, it'll be like burning ring of fire.
Hey man, give me a few minutes.
Yeah.
Do something when I start.
Oh no.
Mangoes, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, well I'll come and help. Right. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna drink that. You're gonna talk for a bit, and then I'll start the new stream.
Yeah, okay.
What should we call this afternoon stream? What should we call it?
Don't cross the streams.
Don't cross the streams. Put salt in your food to stop losing the electrolytes. It's a good idea.
Got a question for you, Graham.
Go on.
Do we want to connect that system together now? Because we haven't got no pressured water system yet.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll take it, yeah?
Oh, is that pipe?
Yeah.
We can attach the flexible pipe to there,
Mm-hmm.
and then when we have the pressured water system, it'll come through that
Oh, I
pipe.
realise. I just mean, is it worthwhile putting it on now? Is it going to get damaged?
Why would it get damaged?
Okay.
Don't use this way.
I'm just as I'm told.
Go out the window. Go out the window to get to the solar panels.
Why is that moving?
Well, we have to go to the solar panels because we're going to have to
Yeah.
arrange that at some point,
Yeah.
but not urgently. We've got
But
enough power
don't
now.
go that way.
Just don't go this way. Yeah.
Yeah, over the toilet.
Yeah.
Use it as a step.
Yeah, don't use it as a step.
No, don't use the toilet as a step. Especially if it's full of water.
Just go advice for life.
Yeah. Don't use your toilet as a step.
All right.
And also, ladies,
Go on.
Don't when you put your phone in your back pocket of your jeans.
Oh no.
Don't do it. And then go to the toilet.
Then go to
Because
the
what happens?
toilet.
What happens? You undo jeans.
Yeah.
You what? You
We've all
actually
been there.
tip. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. And you actually tip out your phone into the toilet.
I've got a really embarrassing story
Silly
to
thing
tell
to
you.
do, that
I've got a
is.
really before I go. Once I was in a country, I won't say which one, that had squat toilets.
Oh no, not Turkish toilets.
I got invited round to someone's
Oh,
house.
You have them in France as well in some
And-
places. A lot of them are gone now.
They had a bunch of mates round. Everyone had a good time, and I thought, oh, God, I've got to go and pinch one out. So went to the loo.
You have to do some pinching in that toilet.
Went to the loo, and it was one of those toilets. I didn't have any toilet paper. It was just, you know, the water. You're supposed to water on your hand and clean it with the water.
If anybody knows the kind of toilets we're talking about, they're like a Turkish toilet, and there are quite a few of them in France.
French
you stand
campsites.
on them. You stand on toilet. Find a picture and put it in the chat.
When I was 6, we went camping in France, and I had my first experience with a squat toilet, and I burst into tears. I just didn't understand it. But yeah, anyway, so I squatted down and completely managed to miss the hole. So much so that I actually missed.
They're impossible.
I missed the porcelain, and managed to sort of land it on the tiles behind the porcelain.
Yeah, they got the water.
But there was no toilet paper, so I had to take a business card out of my wallet. Thank God I had my wallet.
Oh, did you do the free seashells with a business card?
The free seashells from Demolition Man. I had to push the poo back into the toilet with a business card. I won't say whose it was.
Oh dear, is that Class B?
Yeah. Well, the guy from American Psycho, what's his name? Patrick Bateman. He'll be shocked. He'll be shocked. Anyway, right. So we're gonna sign off. So thanks very much for watching.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for putting up with me.
Honestly, Marcus, well done. You know, holding the fort there. I did leave you holding the baby, and you did magnificently. So thanks for all the super chats. Don't touch my bum.
You know you want it.
Thanks for all the super chats. And oh god, my eyes are stinging. Okay, I'm gonna go and sort out my eyes. Oh wow. Wow.
Salt in his eyes, been sweaty.
Yeah.
He's telling me to get my eyebrows. I haven't got a problem. No.
We'll be back in a bit. Okay, we'll let you know. Probably 5:30, maybe. Oh, what is it? It's 11:24 now.
Yeah. What's it in UK?
Yeah, we'll be back about 5:30.
We did have
We'll set the other phone up. Okay, better frame rates. Here's the better frame rates, my friends.
Yay.
Yay! See you then. Thanks.